It's time for Power Hour.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Bueller, 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 Bueller.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream where Ethereum's broken out. I guess that's the headline. today. You can see it right here on your screen. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, man. My browser's like, the internet's fine, just the browser's crashing and unresponsive. So this is just weird. Like, every day, man. I'm sure it'll fix. I just restart my stream, but welcome. Give me an audio check. You said audio is good. All right. So upside you think is more. What were we just talking about yesterday? Like Ethereum, where it was, there was like 8 to 12% more upside. What the heck, man? Let me do something with this real quick. Just don't want to get screwed up here. Okay. Breaker, commenter. All right. All right. Yeah. 8 to 15% upside, 1972, 2043. You know, that's just like the next level. If you're more patient than that, you'll probably get 2,400 to 3,300. So, but the chat box is broken too. I'm not even gonna worry about it. So yeah, you got Bitcoin here on the right of your screen. So we'll be all together watching it like a hawk, which it is confined within its range. Unlike Ethereum, that if it was in a range, it is broken out. You know it, man. All right, so that's cool. Let's go to Bitcoin, that again, now underperforming. Bitcoin dominance pulling back some near levels where it would make sense to do that. Here's the corn. Bro. We got issues over here, man. How am I gonna read anything? I don't know what to do, man. I'm gonna have to restart like my entire browser, which will lose all my stuff. Oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. Or just use my phone. Okay, so Bitcoin's the same price it was at, you know, yesterday, the 2nd, the 31st, the 29th of March, the 26th of March. It's just range bound, man. But the cool stuff, I guess, is even with this fake out candle, we are still above that heart line. God, dude, just so many technical things going on that just are not good for me on my side. All right, so in power hour, the last 60 minutes of the day, pulling back some. You got as high as 28,323 on this candle, like whatever. All right, it was last night or this morning 28,445, and that was when Ethereum was breaking out. Okay, so we can go to let's go to XRP because it's number 3. That is a little bit. It just looks like to me some bullish consolidation, right? Yeah, Matic actually, yeah, looks good.
Jack Brown's tipped $25. Matic 4 hours daily.
Thank you, Jack Brown's. Extra sauce, please. Extra cheese. Thanks. Yeah. Matic's up there, market cap, so put it on the list. But yeah, is this just not like a, I don't know about a wedge, but probably just a downsloping channel for now. You never know how deep these things will go. My God, isn't it perfect? Perfect little downsloping channel here. And as long as wherever the pivot really happens, as long as it's above 42 cents, I think you're in great shape on XRP for more upside. It's just a pullback from hitting an inflection point, right? It's still down 14% in the past 6 days since that really nice run, right? The trend, though, it seems to be your friend, at least in the short term, midterm. Higher highs, higher lows. Well, let's keep it going. You haven't seen positive momentum in April at all. It's the 4th, going on the 5th in 40 minutes. So you think that would change, right? Where you'd eventually pivot and then rally to higher prices, at least test 58 cents again. Okay. Look at the daily, like we do. Again, the same story. It's like, who cares? It's pulling back after it hits a level where it might pull back. Wow, I'm so surprised. The weekly and the monthly, this is where you should be hanging out, because these patterns, like 270, 300 days large. Yeah, you just hang out here. Yeah, eventually 86 cents, I think, in time. Don't know how long it'll take. But that was the case. If this thing played out, it's probably where you were going in time. So it's great to see it starting, but just hasn't even broken out of the double bottom yet. Potential double bottom. Then BNB. Now I got BNB. Up 0.62% today. It doesn't even matter if you look at the weekly. Okay, you haven't broken the mega resistance yet. I think when you do, though, you'll see a quick move up to, I think if you break this 350 level for real, I mean, a quick 13 to 24% upside once it's finally broken. I think you're just hanging out here. Imagine what happens next week, you know, where you get some sort of rising three methods continuation pattern on the weekly. How crazy would that be? All right, so still broken out, but not above the supply line, but not the horizontal line, the ice line, not yet. Okay. Some people, I mean, there could be contrarian views on this, where it's like, hey man, we're in a downtrend, and all it is, man, is just a big old bear flag. I mean, I would probably say that too if it wasn't for the price action correlating to this ice line, you know, and kind of the way Bitcoin and Ethereum look for just more upside for common retraces. It's like the X, A, B, and C is complete, right? You completed the C wave. This is the theory here on BNB. The C wave is complete. It's a higher low. Okay, so it'll turn into some sort of bat probably eventually. All right, so that means the C to D wave would be comparable to the X to A wave. So you had the large wave down, you had the short wave up, you had the short wave down, and now it's the long wave up. And if that was the case, you'd be targeting like $600. Hard to believe, impossible right now, right? For now. Got myself a Moscow Mule. I don't know, man. Doing something tonight. You know, whatever. Not really. I don't know, dude. Matic. Was just not the Sovereign Jack Browns. Yeah, it looks great on the weekly. I remember I was just like, okay, we just can conceptualize this as an uptrend. And it's up 3.56% today. And here's the way it looks, man. If you scale in on the daily, it does look good. Look at this. It could be, you know, dragon. Like a higher low dragon pattern. Same thing. All right, it's almost like, think about BNB on the weekly, and then think about Matic on the daily. BNB on the weekly is like colossal size pattern. This is not near as big, right? The peak is like February 18th, but if this plays out, right? When you think about the wave up, like the one large wave down, the two small waves, one up, one down, and then the big wave up coming, if this is what we're, you know, if it's being identified properly. So 125 will be the target from here, at least initially. And then if you break that, well, that's where things get really interesting on Matic. It's a dragon in an uptrend. After a successful bullish back test of the 200-day simple moving average, but as well as the old range high is now a low, and that's promising. So you got everything kind of behind you here. The trend's your friend. So you're, you know, higher highs, higher lows. You're identifying a bullish reversal pattern in a bullish trend. So, you know, there's reliability in that. And, you know, maybe bullish convergence. It was very, very close to bullish divergence, but the second low was a higher low, so you can't have divergence in that situation. Still a good look on the MACD histogram. So I would say that it is a fond looking chart. It's not random. Oh, I don't really, it's kind of coin flip. I mean, it seems more likely based on everything that's here that up next on Matic. That's it. That's all I can do. You know, it's not certainties at all ever. If Bitcoin collapses, it's done. Matic, this thing just kind of roll over, man. See $1 again. Of course.
Been following you since 2019. Learned so much from you and love your work. Can we PLS look at Gala /USDT? Thanks, Mitch.
What's up, Prosh? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we can look at Gala. And thank you so much for watching over all this time. Hopefully I've been you said you've learned from me, so I'm glad I've been able to be a positive impact on your life, which is just kind of the goal, right, of an influencer. I hate that word. Going live on a stream on YouTube. That's what I do. Just go live on a stream on YouTube. Influence, by the way, dude. I'll let other people do that. And they do a terrible job. Okay, I'm pretty vanilla. Like, influence, dude, is not like for like style and like cool stuff, man. This is just charts, dude. So, okay, Matic, Jack Browns, you're onto something. And might as well, just while we're on things, you know, we're on Matic, might as well just go to Gala, knock it out. It's a little, we call it take it on a rhythm of its own. The Gala chart. Where, you know, I mean, maybe it put it in its. There are many out there that are like this because there were many that like just weren't showing a great looking edge. They were making their lowest lows maybe ever. They were not giving us confirmation lows, completing great looking harmonics, bullish divergence. It just didn't have anything, and this is one of those that was like that. But now let's say maybe to put in a higher low. Well, what happens when what was once the resistance or support a bunch of times becomes resistance? That's exactly what happened on the 18th of March. Someone tell me how beautiful this reversal candle was too. That's a awesome green shooting star right there at the most. This is what I'm talking about, really utilizing these Japanese candlesticks at inflection points, because like it was a nice rally off nothing, the engulfing candle in the middle of nowhere, and then that candle presents itself after failing to break above a key level that you know was key. And look at the reversal that happened from there. It's just cool looking back on it. But other than that, man, just I'm not really that impressed with it. I think like there are assets out there that are showing like better looking stuff. Like there are assets that have broken these types of zones. They're back testing them as support. There's an edge. There's some out there that are just better looking than Gala. So if that's the case, then I would rather just be going with the better looking assets. It's cool, it's above the 200-day moving average, but there's a golden cross probably coming or happened. Yeah, it already happened, man. It's like just, wouldn't you feel a lot better about the asset when it's above this key level, above 4.9 cents, 5 cents? I think so. My God. Yeah, so that's, I mean, yeah, sure, oh, yeah, supply line out there, yeah, broken, okay, but recognizable, identifiable, like structure, and maybe not, but yeah, maybe a higher low, maybe your second higher low here. Below the levels it needs to be above. Have an alert set above 5 cents. All right. So going back to, you know, just maybe the quad screen where here it is, man, just Bitcoin chopping everyone every day. Like it's just, who knows how much longer this will last too. This is kind of ridiculous. You're so extended now. I mean, so long you've been in this, man. How many days exactly now? It's more like 17 days just confined in a range. It's just, it's not fun. You know, some of the altcoins have been able to do things, XRP, a few others, but it's just, it's boring stuff. Ethereum, though, just doing something different, you know, like breaking its high where Bitcoin cannot break its high. And XRP, you know, again, we're talking about that. It's been correcting for a week now, roughly. And BNB still in this down sloping channel here. It's been lower highs, lower lows since the 19th of March on BNB. Oh. Okay, so where was I? So we look at the quad screen here. We look at total real quick, which you can imagine hasn't really done much. Yeah, it's stuck sideways, man. It's like Bitcoin, just won't break the August 14th high. That is so sideways, man. It's bullish, okay? We've already gone over why it's bullish. There's no discernible bearish edge on the oscillators. It's sideways consolidation after an impulse up, and that was not the first impulse up. This is a sound midterm uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, now what? Well, I mean, you could sell off and make a higher low, you're fine. Or it could just be bullish consolidation before it breaks to test these levels up here, 1.3 trillion eventually. So
I like turtles.
okay. So notable gainers today in crypto. ICX just gone 24%. This is the crypto of old stuff, man. At that high from August 15th. And, you know, 45 cents. We talked about this, man, because it's been like doing crazy stuff, and it's like, hey, if it breaks 30 cents, you have a target of like 45 cents. It's certainly on the way, isn't it? I mean, it's up 44.7% in 2 days. In a week, though, or in 9 days, it's up 76%. Yeah, welcome to the magic area. I mean, if one thing you get out of this, like being a member of this community or watching this stream for a long time, is just when you're at 98% retraces like this.
Great call on Yukon winning yesterday. Can you look at USA's 3-day, please? Hashtag metals 0.0006315 BTC.
So William, well, I mean, dude, they were the better team. I mean, for sure, and it wasn't even close. It was a blowout, man. Yep. The final, they made the Final Four and the National Championship game just almost unwatchable. Just like, okay, cool, no competition. Okay, yes, we will look at USA's, which is a miner, and they're wow. You see the gold, silver miners today. How about gold? We're gonna look at that. We were just looking at the notable gainers. ICX was one, ZRX was the other. Where guess what, man? The second target of the trade setup is being tested as resistance. If you ever broke that, pandemonium, bullish pandemonium. I don't know, 40 cents maybe, but most of the time, way higher prices. So just butting up against a key level. This is why it's the second target of the trade setup. This is the reason why, man. Just like this was the first target, there's a reason why. You look left and you find out why. Yeah. So just testing, and you'll probably break it. The trend is now it's like a bullish trend. You got an uptrend on ZRX. That wasn't the case.
Mitch, cheers. Happy Tuesday. I want to take a look at KDA. Thanks.
Kadena. Look at the redneck version of Cardano. Thank you, Crypto Bravo, for the 20. We will. look at it. 25 minutes to your daily close. Bitcoin, you know, being just sideways trash for weeks now. Yikes, man. Just, hey, dude, want to go to sleep? Can't sleep? Watch the Bitcoin chart and its stupid range. Where we think up, I mean, eventually, but whatever. It's oscillating in between. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Of course it is. Of course, like the day that like my browser just won't work, it is working. Like, look, it's working right now for the charts. It's not working on anything else. Good God, man. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna do this then. I don't know. I don't know, man. And it's just like these problems never happen ever. They've never happened ever, and then they happen, and it's like I've been doing this 5+ years, but it's a new problem that's never existed before ever. And I've done like thousands of live streams. That's what's so obnoxious about it. I just do not want to do this. Doing this is just gonna like, oh. Nothing will load though. Nothing new will load on any of my browsers now. So it's just like, just okay. Things are, at least they're loading. You just gotta give me a minute, man. Oh my God. Zen. What's up, bet 1 then 2? Thank you, man. Just, y'all gotta bear with me a moment. This is what I have to do, like, for streams and stuff. Stuff like this. I got this, man. All right. Mother of God. At least it fixed it, right? Did you try just turning it off and turning it on again? Yeah, I tried and it worked. Okay, wow. You should try now, maybe. Wow, maybe not. I haven't logged into OneUpCoin since I've been here, man, to be honest with you. Like, why would I? You're telling me I have problems now. But, I mean, William tipped Bitcoin earlier. There's no way, dude, there's a problem with it if someone else tipped it on this stream. Just did all that, and it's like, kind of nothing. Glad I'm drinking this. Yeah, Bitcoin, 28,100, 20 minutes to go till your daily close. We're going to look at these gold and these other assets out there. These are the 600 here. Man, I just can't wait till we break out and there's 1,200 people watching again. Because this will kill you as a streamer for... I don't know. I stream for TA, but like only people give a crap about Bitcoin and crypto, I guess. So I don't know, in this community anyway. So like when this happens for weeks, oh, you're screwed as a streamer. You might as well just not go live. But okay, let's go to the S&P. I'm just done with crypto right now. S&P bearish golden candle on the 4-hour, a little fall through. I think this all happened like when former President Trump was being like indicted. Because, you know, we live in a clown world now, literally, like a broken clown banana republic world now. So who cares? You're above 4,058, so no big deal. All right. But that's the inflection point. Dow Jones, similar looking. Oops. Similar, or you pull back, but whatever, you know. Still above the 200 moving average, still above 33.22. Repeating, of course. And you're thinking like maybe, just maybe, it's like a descending broadening wedge going on. We got that in the makings. Oh, it's on the 4-hour crap. Ah, yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I'd say not a big deal today. It was just a pullback. It's a red day. Who cares? Nothing, not a notable day on the index funds, right? Oh, they had a red day, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just like, okay, great. It engulfed the previous candle. Still above the inflection point, 12K on the NASDAQ. Fine. Now, the IWM did not, that was real kind of nasty, right? That banks were involved, right? I mean, some of these banks are still getting demolished. But still above the inflection points. Not really a big deal. Okay, cool. Yeah. So those index funds. Here's the story. Here's gold, man. Gold killed it today. Wow, what a freaking move, man. The rally, you know, the highest daily candle close on gold since March 8th of last year. So we're talking like 53-week highs. Wait. No, like 57-week highs or something crazy, but hits the 886. So Jesus chimes for that. An formal 88% retrace has been achieved today. We did it, man. We did it. Yeah, this is where a reaction could happen. So you can't really be that surprised if that happens, okay? Even if it reacts, I think gold is going to all-time highs. And this is the monthly and the weekly.
We're $29,000.
What's up, the mean? Oh, that's your first super chat, huh? Thanks, man. But you're a Citadel member, so thank you for your ongoing support. Where 29K? What do you mean, where? Where 29K? We've hit 29K. We hit 29K, what is it? March 29th. What do you want? I think it's cool though. I mean, like, I think this is still very valid on Bitcoin. I don't care. Like, it's fine still, even if it hits 26.7 again. But the fact that it's regarded the heart line twice now, And forget the scam wig, man. That's a liquidity grab. I mean, that's the way I'm thinking about it. Like, if that's happening and the buyers are coming in and pushing the price back above the heart line, the midpoint of the range, and they're settling up above that level, to me, that's just more like stop hunting and liquidity grabbing before moon. Okay, let's get them out. Let's get these leverage traders out. Let's get these people that are like trying to strategically use the heart line as support, and let's go now. I mean, it's like that still. Forget the stupid wick, man. On the 4 hour, forget the wick. That's what's happened. That's still valid. That's a confirmation of a partial decline, really. Until you get a candle close below that midpoint, that heart line. That's where you are. Flip this chart over, man. On the mini chart, look, we're looking at gold and Bitcoin at the same time. I mean, would you... Okay, we're in this, like, downtrend now. We've been in a downtrend for a little while. And you're trying to tell me we have confirmation of distribution here? I just would not feel good about this. I'd be like, it looks like Bitcoin's about to collapse. Getting real close to collapsing here if this keeps up. If this keeps up, Bitcoin launching into space. 30, 31K. All right, gold, fantastic day. It's probably not done. I mean, like, you know, the daily, yeah, you're at an 886, but the weekly, look at this thing. I mean, on the new or on the week itself, right? You're going for, wow, your second largest, your second highest candle close ever. But you got 2 days and 22 hours. So what happens if it exceeds 2035? Well, that means it would be the highest weekly candle close ever in human history. Remember, it's almost like the whole idea of, well, you know, this trend is bearish, really bearish trend, and then one high, then the second high. It's like, okay, you're confirming that the top's in. You're confirming distribute. You're confirming that there are far less market participants involved with the asset than before and before and
Let's
before.
check Cocos on Binance. Any moon there?
Cocos. Thanks for the Cocos, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't know. Solta, I can't hear you. I'm a tad bit deaf in one of the ears or something. Whatever Willy Wonka effing said that one time. So, I mean, dude, this is like setting up for all-time highs with what's happening with the US dollar. You can't be surprised at all. I mean, it's just like the fundamentals make sense. The technicals are beautiful on the monthly. It's stupid. Silver, same situation on the monthly. Look at this. Look at silver, man. Look what it's doing. It's launching. Highest price since April of last year. 52-week highs, roughly. Massive engulfing candle. And guess what? On the daily, it's like what some of these altcoins are doing where they're putting in these higher lows and it's gone. Imagine what happens on a confirmation low like that. Way higher. So remember what that means. Remember, there's still a 91% chance of a Bitcoin breakout. According to everything that's still valid. To everything that is TA holy. Still a high probability breakout chance for Bitcoin. Just getting this quad screen so back up, man. Alright. Yeah. We're going to make it, man. I think we're going to be okay. It's all going to work out. So, the metals, man. The commodities. Not all of them, just the metals. And the miners. The metals and the miners. And guess what? Another day, another orange. All-time high. The orange juice will not be stopped. I mean, dude, $280 today for the first time in human civilization. Stupid. It's stupid. All we can do is just look at it. Isn't it crazy, though, that it tests the old all-time high not once, but then twice, and look at it now? I mean, that's beautiful confirmation, right? It was resistance, and then it was support twice, and it was gone.
Mitch. Looking great. SKL/US please.
Thank you for the kind
Type
words.
in the chat. Missing Cocos tip.
All right, look at the Cocos. Not Cocos Futures, but Cocos, the crypto, of course. Of course, it's a crypto name. Cocos. Of course. Guess what else went up today? You know it. The bad chart for everyone. Right? The gasoline futures was up 0.71%. I don't know. It's weird. It gapped up and then it gapped and then it closed lower yesterday. Then it's gapped up again today on the new day, which the new day was like days ago. But is this really like classic distribution? Do you really have like a third low here? It's almost like there is a classic accumulation going on. Like 1, 2, 3, 2 peaks. God, I hope not. I really hope not. But this was going on, man. U.S. oil was, you know, same price really as yesterday, a little higher. But on the new day, it's flat. It's flat, literally nothing. So just above the inflection point, crazy like wedge breakout, I guess. And yeah, great. Everything else pretty tame on the upside. The downside hog futures got destroyed. Oh god, man, this is not good at all for hog futures. And maybe that's good, man. We'll at least be able to afford bacon. Yeah, where you are is death. This is like below $79. You don't want anything to do with hog futures at all because it's like, oh yeah, probably like $50, $41. So we'll just revisit this, but it's collapsing now. In fact, the lowest daily candle close on hog futures since December of 2021. Oh yeah. So this is underperformance. This was the top. The top was here, but the beautiful head and shoulders completion of the shark and a great gap up, but a lower high put in, and then just dumping, man, below all inflection points. Very, very bad for hogs. Okay, so what was there? A request or something, dude? Okay. Sure. What was it that you wanted? It was USA's America's Gold and Silver Corporation Connect, and it was this. This was identified and is playing out with a reaction. And anything above 48 cents is real life. Anything above this equals 69 cents. It's not even real. What is it? It didn't exist back then. It's manufactured as support October 2021. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you, man. I mean, where it is, if everything goes the way it's been going, you're probably going higher. But it's not making like a type 2 return like CDE or something. There's a lot of ones out there that making these major double bottoms, but someone out there could be like, well, this is the second low. This is the first low. And this is the second low. And it's like, you know what, man? This could manifest into something far greater. I'll tell you, probably it's like look at it like that. Or dang, man, you should add this supply line going back to March of last year, December of last year, and right here you're testing it today. That's where you're at, 10.66% up. No breakout. Very close, though. Very, very, very close. My God. That's your USAs. William.
Can we look at Raynust?
What's up, Bit Boss? Ren, yeah, we'll look at Ren. Sure. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, this is Kadena. I guess all-time lows on this chart. Yeah, it looks like a completed M shape. With a type 2 return, maybe. That's very close, isn't it, right? I mean, you're like M shape. And then 1 and 2. It's not bad. It's definitely interesting. I'd say you might be on the lower end of a risk area here. I like the MACD histogram, the way it looks too, where it's like this continuous waning negative momentum, whether you call it divergence or not. It's diverging for sure on the daily. So, you know, that right there, it could manifest into where you think the target would be 135. Above that, I have no clue. I would say like that is pretty good. KDA. Not the worst in the world. Certainly not the worst by any means. Yeah, ape was up 13% today, right? Oh my God. When you make Moscow mules, you should, the secret ingredient should be an entire lime for the drink. Don't do a half lime. This is not trash. I mean, in terms of like technical setup, it's actually kind of okay-ish. It's like on the low end of the risk here. I don't know. You could even set a stop 88 cents, let it ride. 135 would be your target. It can only go to 0, I guess, right? It's only dropped to its lowest levels ever. So yeah, you run up to 135 and then collapse later. If it ran to 135 from here, that means a 37% upside. But yeah, I get it, man. There's so many assets out there, man. One could trade. Like, you're just like, why even settle? I get it. It's not too far off though. It's at a good area, I guess. Low risk area. Thanks, Crypto Bravo. All right, Cocos. Oh God. Cocos on where? Binance. It was Cocos on Binance. Somehow, some way, I've been here before. Wow, man. Okay. So we got the levels kind of handled here. And guess what? You're on the high end of the range. You're not at the low point, you're at the high point. So it does look like, it's like kind of, is it a dragon here? I'm sure it could be a dragon. I mean, like, yeah, it's similar to, there are like multiple assets out there in crypto that are trying to show these second lows. This is pretty discernible. And if you want to talk about like a spine, like a supply line was breached, I mean, sure, but you know, I know like Shiba looked just like this up against zone resistance, and it failed. It like never hit a 618 and just rolled over to lower prices. So maybe the issue with it, like, okay, it's cool to identify maybe a pattern, but it's makes the pattern just not as strong. I'm sorry, if like where the pattern is. You want a dragon to be completed above the inflection zone, like where the back test itself is where the pattern's completing, right? Like a great example is just Target, man. Remember the dragon, dude, or the descending broadening wedge? Remember like this, something like this, where hey, man, we know it's long term uptrend, COVID crash, oh my God, but like, look, this level of $90. this time in history, is that it? Yeah. Yeah. That time in history when this old high from 2018 was regarded as support, right? You want a pattern, and you could have looked at it like it was a dragon too, like with one low, the second low here, 1 and 2, fine. But that makes it easier to strategize. It's really, how do you strategize Cocos when it's just back testing the resistance as resistance again and it's so high up? The risk is higher. Risk is lower when an asset's back testing resistance as support on a major pullback, okay? Anyway, and look what happened. Okay, gone, cake bake. Bake the effing cake, man. But then Target, look at Target now. Like, you can't even believe what it looks like now. All right, Jesus chimes, new day. Let's go to Bitcoin. I can't believe it, man. It's Target. All right, Bitcoin. Nothing burger. Another nothing burger day. That's the daily close there, man. Moscow Mitch. No way, man. No half measures. Nice, dude. Nice one, Michael Ehrmantraut. It's the name of an episode of Breaking Bad, too, if you didn't know. So close to an engulfing. Yeah, well, get wrecked, dude. I don't know. Here's the 4 hour. We don't even have to go to the 4 hour because it's always there. Because the chat box is broken. We got to see if it holds, though, man. Just is the way it is now. Until a big old red candle on the 4 hour closes us below 26,650, 26,700, it's still valid as a potential confirmation low. SKL for Anonymous. Just go to it. All right. Well, I mean, this one already, this one's done, right? It already, but it's not. But you get it though, right? If it was a wedge target, a 50%, a 618, it went to the 786. Nice, but that's about right around where it topped out and pulled back a lot, So, so it's similar. It's like that, like what I was talking about, these assets that are kind of trying to double bottom here a little bit, maybe. I don't even know. I mean, I'm using like probably, this is the way it seems kind of, right? Where it's the dragon, like one low, the second low, it's a higher low. That was your highest daily candle close since March 19th. So it's almost like Matic and a couple others that we saw already. Something like that, right? You got 1 and 2. The issue is, I mean, the level that is so real. It's so real, you can't argue with it. The lows from June of 2022, July 2022, the high from November of 2022, and the high from March of 2023. That level, you are below it. So it's like you got to break that, man. If you break that, sure, that's where it goes. Probably right back up to 5.96 cents. But yeah, maybe it's a dragon and like a kind of established uptrend now, maybe. This was the lowest low. And then this was the first high, and this would be the first higher low on the asset. So it's hard to say, like maybe. SKL, it all depends on Bitcoin, not collapsing. That was a good run. If you wanted to target, I'll just be real. It's like, okay, 5.6 cents and then 6.2 cents. There you go. And that lines up those levels in between, like this is the inflection zone up here, the big potential reversal area. 6 cents, 5.9 cents. That's your target if it played out. Pretty good set going on. All right, well, Ren is like SNX where it's schizo, dude. This is a schizo chart. It was a trade setup, played out, and then it dumped to below the stop, and then rallied back to the first target, and it's now somehow making higher lows. It's fine. I mean, it's still uptrending, I think. It's still showing accumulation because you just keep making higher lows no matter what. So I think it's fine. I think it's either 8.1 cents or 14 cents. In between, you can clearly see it's scammy all up and down. But we know, like, that's a level and then that's a level. And if you're in the middle, that means you're flipping coins. What happens if it goes to 8.1 cents? It's still fine. Holds and then rallies 14 cents. Or goes 14 cents first and then goes 8 cents. I think you are not at a good inflection point. That's the reason why this was a trade setup on Valentine's Day. Because it was just slightly above the inflection point and showing a second test, second low. So what was the request about, BitBoss? Wow, man, y'all just don't type anything. You can't tell me my days aren't numbered as a streamer, the way this is going. You cannot tell me that. This is like worse than 2018, dude. Like the first year I ever streamed. This is the worst engagement I've ever gotten from y'all. Like going on like weeks now, like months. I don't know. This is like once January ended, it was just over again. Nothing I can do. I just start changing my content. You know, cater to more lit chat. I don't know, dude. Like this TA is just not. It doesn't incentivize engagement. I can't make it do that. All right, at least I've been live an hour, so I can just leave you to it. I'm gonna look at these gold miners first. KGC. Look at KGC, man. Look at it. Broke out today. Broke 490. That's everything. KGC double bottomed. I mean, confirmation low, type 2 return of the massive M shape, and it's time. I mean, 581, 830, 1030. That's where you're going. I mean, there's so much more upside here. I know people don't care, but there's 61 to 100% upside on KGC. And many coins look like, or not coins, sorry, many miners look like this. No one. Look at this, like. HMY with its stupid head and shoulders. It was perfect. You didn't need the M shape, or you didn't need the inverse head and shoulders argument because it was so perfect. This level was back tested. It's just, think about an asset that did this. Like, oh, it's just up 114% off the pattern completion zone of the mega M shape. You can't make this up. It just happens like that. Look at NIM, not so, I mean, it just looks like it's trying to put in a second low here. Not really that great. There are better assets, better miners. Look at CDE today to see how ridiculous this is. Approaching the sell wall of all sell walls at 438, 440. But above all the ice lines, man. There's so much at 743 target eventually. EXK, look at this thing, man. It's just stupid. Broke out. Highest price since June of last year. Look at FSM. My God, FSM is something ridiculous, man. The shark. Inverse head and shoulders.
Can you look at telephone BTC before you go? Sure,
Rethink Finance. Sure, dude. Thanks. All right, anything above 412, have your alert set up so you know how big of a deal it is. When you break this at $6, $5.92. SVM was stupid looking. That's ridiculous, man. Look at that, man. Just you can't make it up how perfect it was. And 420, when you break 420, it's 590. PAS, it's like type 2 return at breakout points now. So good, man. But who cares about these miners, man? Who cares? I can't tell anyone cares. It's fine. Look at this. HL. This is a completed rectangle. This is the partial decline of the rectangle on the weekly. Yeah, so this is it, dude. Like, about to be a confirmed partial decline on a weekly time scale. This is not some joke 4-hour like Bitcoin, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah, you'll be testing that. It could be time for the mega breakout. Look at HYMC was up 16% today. And look at this one, man. This is it, dude. I mean, that's as low of a risk area as you can get. Right there, one low. This is confirmation low. It's like a double bottom here. Think about how high, what it could do. What the consequence would be if it really was perceived to be the confirmation low at all-time lows. Like how high it could retrace. It's crazy. All right, we'll look at that. Tell the BTC. I just don't even care anymore. Like, whatever. All right, KuCoin. Oh, okay, I guess it's defending a level from 2019. Is that it? Two lows. Oh my god, it's fantastic looking, isn't it? I mean, above 802 here, yeah. I think you got a target. You have a target of like 2013, 1885. That's your level. These are zones, okay? These are undeniable inflection zones, and all I'm doing is going back years ago, many years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, to get them. Now you can see, clear as day. So if it's real, if it's holding, then, I mean, the upside's stupid. Like, if it really does hold and runs the next, it's like over 100% upside, 115 upside. Is it a complete M shape? I don't know, maybe, sure, maybe. Nice, Solto. Good, man. I hope it works out. You see how pathetic that is, private ones? It's like just dead, man. It's like whatever. It's like, I don't know. Like, it just how long can I continue doing this? I don't know. Like, it's crazy. It's like I haven't changed. I am the literal rock, and now I'm just eroding. I'm like a rock, and there's a river. I'm in the river, and I'm eroding now. And it's like, how long does it take before the rock just completely erodes down? That's what's happening. That's the way I feel anyway. With doing this over every day, you know, and just Bitcoin doesn't move for weeks, and then it's just dead. It's like, okay, cool. This isn't charging anymore. Okay, a lot of upside if it holds until the Bitcoin. Really, it's not. I don't think I'm that interesting. I don't think what I provide is really that. If it was like that crazy, that good, I mean, it just wouldn't be like this. It would be like different. So I'm out. Thanks for the contributions, the likes, the love, support, the people that watch this stream still. My God. And I'll just be back, I guess. Till next time, respect the TA.